Hi everyone, welcome back to Yan Chinese, the Chinese character series. This is Yan Laoshi. Last episode, we learned that over 80% of Chinese characters have a meaning component and a sound component. Today, we zoom in on those meaning components. They have a special name, 偏旁部首. Think of radicals as the alphabet of meaning. Knowing the most common radicals lets you navigate any Chinese characters, even ones you have never seen. Today, we build your toolkit, the 12 most important radicals. Here's the idea. In English, the alphabet unlocks words. Once you know your ABC, you can read. In Chinese, radicals do the same job for meaning. A radical is a category label built right into the character. Learn the most common ones, and a character you have never studied is no longer a mystery. It's a puzzle you already know how to start. That's the power you are building today. Let's get the vocabulary right first. Two terms you will hear: 偏旁, the building blocks of a character. The components on the left, right, top, or bottom. 部首, the specific component used to file a character in a dictionary. In traditional dictionaries, every character is filed under its radical. Just like English words are filed alphabetically, the great Kangxi Dictionary of 1716 used 214 radicals. Modern simplified dictionaries use roughly 190 to 200 depending on edition. Sounds like a lot? Here's the relief. As a beginner, you only need 30 to 40 to handle most characters you will meet. And today, we start with the essential 12. First radical, person radical, from 人, person. When 人 gets squeezed onto the left side of a character, it slims down into 单人旁, just two quick strokes. Any character with 单人旁 involves a person or a human action. 你, you, 他, him, men, the plural marker. 做, to do. 住, to live somewhere. 位, a polite measure word for people. And the most beautiful one, 休, to rest. Person, leaning against a tree. You remember, 单人旁 tells you a person is involved. Next, woman. The Asian form shows a figure kneeling with hands folded, a posture of grace in ancient China. The modern character still carries that flowing shape. Characters with 女 related to female people. 妈, mother. 姐, older sister. 妹, younger sister. 她, she. 姓, surname. 婚, marriage. Then 口, mouth. The Asian form is just an open oval squared off over time into a box. Characters with 口 involve the mouth, eating or sound. 吃, to eat. 喝, to drink. 叫, to shout. 唱, to sing. 问, to ask. 哈, the sound of laughing. And 嘴, the mouth itself. Next, water radical. You met it in episode 4. The flowing lines of water compressed into 3 dots on the left. 3 drops of water, 河, river, 海, sea, 流, to flow, 洗, to wash, 泳, to swim, 汤, soup, 泪, tears, drops of water from the eye, 汁, juice. When you see water radical, think something wet, something liquid related, and 木, tree, trunk, branches, roots, unchanged for 3,000 years. 树, tree, 桌, table, made of wood, 椅, chair, 铃, woods, 床, bed, 板, a board. Water radical means liquid. 木 means woods. Next, fire, and here's something useful. Fire has 2 forms. On the left side, it states 火, 烧, to burn, 烤, to roast, like 烤鸭. But when fire moves to the bottom of a character, it flattens into 4 dots. 热, hot, 煮, to boil. And the 草, the grass radical, 2 young sprouts pushing up through the soil, sitting on top of characters like a little crown of leaves. 花, flower, 草, grass, 茶, tea, a plant, 菜, vegetables, 药, medicine, traditionally made from plants. 平 as 苹果 apple, and 蓝 blue. Why blue? Because blue dye originally came from the plant. Next, actions and objects. 提手旁 the hand radical. From 手, the Asian form shows an open palm, 5 fingers spread. On the left side, it compresses into 提手旁, a handy motion. Ready to act. 打 to hit or play a sport. 推 to push. 拉 pull. 找 to look for. 把 to hold. 接 to receive. 拿 to take. Look closely. That's the full character show sitting at the bottom, holding everything together, just like the heart. The hand has 2 forms. 提手旁 on the left, 手 at the bottom. Next, 言字旁 the speech radical. 言 word. The Asian form shows a mouth with sound coming out. In simplified characters, it becomes 2 quick stroke. The metal radical. 金字旁 from 金 gold. 铁 iron, and 地铁 and subway. 银 silver. 钱 money. Originally metal coins. 钟 a clock or bell. 锅 a cooking pot. 针 a needle. Next, the inner word. 竖心旁 the heart radical. From 心, look at the Asian form of the 心. It's remarkably accurate. Asian Chinese people believe that heart was the seat of both emotion and thought. Feelings and thinking live in the same place. You know the 2 forms from episode 4. On the left, 竖心旁 忙 busy, 情 emotion, 快 happy, 怕 afraid, 惊 startled. And at the bottom, the full 心 想 to think or to miss someone and want to forget. See your heart anywhere in your character, and you know this is about the inner world. And the last of our 12 men, the door, the traditional character men still show both panels. Simplifying men keeps one, but you can still see the door. Now, watch how characters live inside the door. 间, a room, a space. 门 plus 日, sunlight coming through the gap in the door. 问, to ask. A mouth at the door, to ask to come in. 闻 to hear, to smell. An ear at the door, listening. 12 radicals in your toolkit. Here's how to use them on any unfamiliar character. Step 1. Find the radical. Left, top, bottom, around the outside. Step 2. Identify it. Do you recognize the shape? Step 3. Guess the category. Water radical, feeling radical, heart radical, plant radical. Step 4. Combine with context, the sentence, the menu, the sign, to narrow down the meaning. You won't always guess exactly right, but you will almost always be in the right direction. That's enough to keep reading. Let's decode. 淡 I see water radical. Something about liquid. 淡 means bland, light, diluted, like watery soup. 湿 again, water. 湿 actually means wet, damp. 反 this time it's fire radical on the left. 夜 a head on the right. A burning head. That's annoying. The character feels like what it means. You are officially thinking like a character decoder. One more reason radical matters. In a paper dictionary, characters are filed by radical. Identify the radical. Find its section. Count the remaining strokes. That's how you look up a character when you don't know its pronunciation. Digital dictionaries like Pleco work in the same way. You can search by radical or draw the character. And when you type pinyin on your phone, which we will cover in episode 8, a row of homophones pops up. Knowing radicals help you instantly spot the right character. Need the red one? Look for water radical. Radicals aren't academic trivia. They are a daily tool. That's it for today. You now know 12 of the most important radicals, the building blocks of meaning behind hundreds of characters. Next time you see a Chinese character on a menu, a sign, your phone, look for the radical first. In episode 6, 汉字结构 character structure, how characters are arranged in space. Left to right, top down in closing, and why that balance matters for writing and reading. Enjoy your studies. See you next time. 再见。